What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hard Park 703 channel. So as you guys know, I've been modifying the Corvette quite often, and I've been doing a lot of performance stuff. And well, I'm getting to the point where I'm not getting to the point. I'm way past the point, actually. It has no traction whatsoever. Okay, you can't mash the gas on this thing or anything. It's definitely a rolling car. I get it, but regardless, the tires suck on this thing. So let me show you guys what I picked up. So I decided to go with more of like a drag setup. So I went with Forgestar, and so much lighter wheels, and they're going to be a lot stronger than stock, and it's a significant size difference. So I went with 18 by 10s in the front, 18 by 12s in the rear, and then I obviously needed tires to go along with them. So ended up going with some nice track tires for the front, a little bit beefier, and then the rear tires are just straight up drag tires, drag radials. Dude, this is so marshmallowy. Like, I've never felt the tire like this. Is my first drag tire. This is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like glue. However, the tread life. The tread life is probably going to be absolutely horrible, but considering I barely drive the vehicle, I think it should be all right. So just to give you an idea of how big the rear drag radials are going to be, look at that. Like, okay, so clearly the tires right now are there, and then look at the height difference on that. Obviously, they're going to stretch once they're mounted, and then that'll change the size of the drag radial, but I'm trying to stuff a pretty big one in the rear because, well, it's going to be useful, and I'll get into it once I take it to the shop to get all these things put on. I'll show you the wheels, and I'll tell you which tires I went with and whatnot. I decided to go with the drag setup because of pretty much my style of driving. So one, I kind of drive like a grandpa for the most part. I mean, now with this car, I can't really say that because it just gets to you and you just don't know how to not speed. But for the most part, I mean, I'm usually cruising. I'm calm. I'm not, doing any stupid stuff on the road. I still feel like I'm lying to you guys, but whatever. That's beside the point. Anyways, I'm more of a straight line type person. Yeah, I love twisties and all that and stuff. I take exit ramps quick and stuff. It's cool. But I just love just opening it up. Like, you get a nice straightaway, no cars in front of you, just go. And so anyways, since that's my preference and like that's my enjoyment, I was like, well, why don't I just build a drag, car? And so that was the reason why I understand that I'm obviously sacrificing the ability to like take quick turns and whatnot, which is okay. I mean, like I said, I'll take turns like a normal person. But I really, really, really need grip when I'm just at a light or even rolling. I mean, this thing spins. So now with the tires that I have now, apparently everybody on the forums was saying it hooks every single time. And so obviously it's dependent on the temperature and stuff like that, and you got to heat them up. I get it, blah, blah, blah. It's all details. I just needed more grip, and these were going to provide a lot more grip than like the standard tires that you can get for the Vet, like the Michelin Super Sports or the Sport Cup 2s and stuff. Those would have been great all-around tires, but like I said, I just need straight line. My wheel choice was a little limited only because of the fact that I needed wheels to be able to clear the big ceramic, carbon ceramic brakes that I have on the front and the rear. You can't go lower than 18-inch wheels. So I looked around. Obviously, I could get them custom made and stuff like that. That's no problem. It's just that's a lot of money. So I was just trying to see what's out there on the market that it's already good to go. Like, people have done it. The company created the wheel like specifically for the vehicle. So then that way you're guaranteed that you're going to clear the calipers and everything. So I don't think the height of the vehicle will change much. Like, it won't vary by too much, but we'll see once we install everything. Because like on the front it's 19 by 10s, and then the rear it's 20 by 12, and so now they're 18s front and back. So you would be like, okay, that's going to lower the vehicle. But then I went with a beefier tire for the front and then a significantly beefier tire for the rear. So, you know, that kind of offsets it that, you know, I dropped from 19 to 18 in the front and then from 20 to 18 in the rear. But anyways, we'll see how high the vehicle sits, or, you know, I'm not too concerned with that. There's a lot of stuff we're going to address once I drop the vehicle off at GTP's. They got you know, I heard about like ABS or whatever kicking on if you change the wheels, and it's a significant size difference, you know. So that'll be something. But I'm also getting a tune. I'm getting an engine tune and a transmission tune. So pretty much it'll be stage 2. And so we got a lot of things to play around with. So now I'm going to have full-on traction. Full-on traction. It sounds like traction control. I'm gonna have traction now because I don't have it right now. And I'm gonna have more power, and I'm gonna have some pretty crazy surprises that I want along with that tune. So I'll get into that once I drop off the vehicle, and as we're doing it, Hey, good morning. All right, just got to GTP's. Apparently the rear drag radials don't fit. So we're gonna take a look as to why. I already ordered new tires for the rear. So I guess the Hoosier drag radials that I have now will just throw away or whatever. Yeah, so I already ordered new tires. So let's go take a look what the problem is. All right, so they're on, but they're just too fat. So they rub right in there, and then they also rub on the rear. The front, you could cut that out. There's a pocket, so that wouldn't be too much of an issue. However, the rear, there is fiberglass right behind the liner, and there's something there, so we can't cut into that. And this thing is completely, obviously, like up, you know, on a lift. So once you put it down, it just gets. It looks really cool. I wish it would fit, but it doesn't. So, anyways, ordered up the new tires. They'll be here, I guess, maybe hopefully in like 2 days, and then we'll put those on, and those should fit. I guess these I'll just. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Hey, all right. So we had issue with the other tires. They didn't fit. I had to order some new tires. They're here. Just got them, brought them to GTP's. I'm about to drop them off. Let me show them to you. And the wheels aren't here anymore. I sent them off to get powder coated. So can't wait to show you guys that either. All right, guys. So this is it. Look at this meat. It's just so beefy. Oh, I gotta wear those things away. I have no idea how long it's gonna take me to wear away these lines. You guys know how I drive, but yeah, we'll get to that point at some time in the future. All right, so I'm here at NV Coatings, about to check up on my wheels. Let's see what they look like. You guys check out the wheels. Looks dope. All black now. 10 times better. God, stay up. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go get them out. My buddies at GTP's just called me to come and take a look at the car with the new wheels and tires. Check these out. It is so dope. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, that is sexy. I thought the car was gonna sit a lot higher because of like the meatier tires, but no, it's about like the same ride height. I think the front might be a little bit lower though, which is awesome. Look at this. Oh, that's so money. I love it. All right, just got the car back home. Check it out. Man, those are some beefy tires in the rear. I know they probably don't look like it in the video, but they are much wider than the stock tires that I had. But look, fits flush with the top of the fender perfectly, front and back. That's what I really wanted. Ride height looks about the same, so that's not changed, or hasn't changed much at least. I guess if the ride height had changed, maybe the ABS would have kicked on more or whatever, but I ripped it a little bit on the way home. Nothing different. I mean, the car feels great. They're filled with air as opposed to nitrogen, so I guess maybe a little bit softer ride, which was fantastic. But yeah, like just look, they fit so well. The ride height, like I say, I mean, it's the same even if it's 18-inch wheels now, as opposed to the 19s up front and the 20s in the rear that changed. But the tires are beefier. But yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna get it all shined up for this weekend, so then that way I can go cruising around, and then I gotta drop the car right back off for tuning next week. Very fortunate that, you know, they allow me to pick up the car, enjoy it, and then I can just drop it back off there, you know, pretty much down the street. But I love them to death. They're my good friends. But yeah, it looks good from the rear. Right, so nice and beefy. And then a little bit of tire poke right there. A little bit of tire poke right there. Looks really, really, really good. Looks really good. Oh, it's just perfect. I already put the mirrors in because I'm about to bring it into the garage and it's too wide. All right, so the car's back home. I am so happy with the way things turned out. You know what, I'll go ahead and say that I'm glad I didn't put the drag radials on, because when the drag radials were on, they were so much wider than the vehicle, and this vehicle barely fits in through this door right now as it is. You have no idea how difficult it is to line up this vehicle to go straight in. I'm talking about, like, you can't even make a slight turn or you're done. So those tires were almost rubbed on the edges. Anyways, I'm happy with the Toyos in the rear. I'm happy with the Hancooks up front. The car just felt beautiful. It drives beautifully, whatever. I'm getting blinded by the sun right now, so I'm gonna turn a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna shine up the car, enjoy it for the weekend. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees right now. It's like 75. It feels amazing. I wish I would have the car clean now, but it's not. So yeah, got to drop it off Monday for the tuning, and so that'll be the next video. We'll see how the car responds with like a stage 2 tune for engine and transmission. All right, everybody, so if you like the video, go ahead and click that like button, hit subscribe, and I'm going to be bringing more content to you guys real soon. All right, have a good one. So yeah, I guess that's not the end of the video. I really wanted to show you guys what it looked like when it was all nice and clean. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the wheels used to have a polished lip on them, and then the centers were black. Now they're all black. So I just want you to keep that in mind, that if the wheels had that polished lip, it just wouldn't flow well with the rest of the vehicle. I mean, you can see it right back there. I just wanted an all black face, so then that way it doesn't take attention away from like the paint job and the orange stripes, you know? That would be like 5 different colors on the vehicle, and that was just way too much. But let's take a look. Car's all washed now. What do you guys think? Nice and shiny. Looks so good on the car now. Look at that. So it turns out the front is just a tad bit lower and the rear is just a tad bit higher. I do like that. It's all right. I prefer that as opposed to like a rear, you know, like a reverse rake for that matter. But yeah, like, oh, it looks so good now. Look at that. Nice and beefy. Man. Now let's go look at the front. Oh yeah. Man, I love that. All right, so now the video's officially over. Hope you guys like what the wheels look like. Also, go ahead and check out the Instagram page, _eat_bro. I always post up pictures that I took at like the car shows and whatnot, and pictures of the car and whatnot, just get different angles. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. The name implies that I eat a lot of food, which I do, and I always love the foodie adventures and stuff, so that's a different aspect of my life. But yeah, all right, so thanks for tuning in.